Hi everyone, how are you? I wanted to do a quick live video in regards to changes in Facebook. So actually I'm going to bring this down just a little bit. It's a little bit too high for me. Okay, so I do have a list of elements that I want to make sure I talk about. So keep in mind that these changes that I'm going to be talking about, you may not see as of yet. So when Facebook does changes in Facebook, they roll it out. So it takes a little bit for some of us to see the changes. So don't be alarmed if you don't see them yet, okay? But this will be a great way to prepare for them. So the first thing I want to talk about, which I have to admit this was very upsetting news for me, was I noticed that the Pages Feed tab is no longer available. Now, this was something that you would have found on your Home tab, and it would have been listed down the left-hand side, and it was called Pages Feed. I actually use this feature. Oh, hi, Corrine. I actually use this feature on a daily basis. I would open up this tab and I'd be able to see what the business pages that I follow, what they were posting, and it allowed me to at least engage somehow in their post, whether I commented or did like, comment, or share. Now that feature or that tab has disappeared. I'm not sure if this is a permanent thing that Facebook is doing. And I have to admit the reason that I'm frustrated around this is that, you know, when it comes to us as business owners, one, Facebook changed the algorithms. So we're, you know, organically just not, I shouldn't say organically, Facebook is not pushing our business posts out into our followers' feeds. So yes, we're relying on our organic reach, which is done through likes, comments, and shares. So since they're not really pushing it out into news feeds, it's going to be even more difficult for us to get some visibility. So I strongly encourage you to make sure you're doing the extra elements of networking within the groups and utilizing your personal timeline to network so that people make a point of seeing your business page. You know, if you build the like, trust, know factor, then they will start coming to your business page to make sure that they don't miss out on anything. So I have to admit, I'm very disappointed to see that tab gone. It was a great way for us to keep in touch with all the other pages that we're following. The second thing you're going to notice on your business page that is a change is we have now a call to action style button linked in with your posts. So when you go to write a post on your business page, what you're going to notice, so we have the publish button that will be on your right hand side. To the left of that, so on the left hand side of the post, you're going to start to see a call to action button there, and it'll first say, in most cases, it'll say send message. And there'll be a drop-down arrow next to it. So if you click on that drop-down arrow, there will be some additional call to action elements that you can add to your post. So you've seen posts come out into news feeds or in groups or whatever, where it has the post and then it has a send message button at the bottom of their post. That's basically what this button is going to do for you. Now, make sure you check it to see what call to action options you have available to add to each post that you're putting out there. Once you select a call to action button, so mine I've done as the send message, that will stay with it. So until you physically remove it. So every single post you put out will have that call to action button associated. You're also going to notice, and the only reason I'm bringing this up is this change happened a while ago, but I know not all business pages have been changed to incorporate it, but it's your scheduling features. So I always tell people, you know, Sunday nights, if you want to sit down and schedule your posts for the week, you could do that. And where it used to be is there was a drop down arrow next to the published button. Now what you're going to see is below the publish button, another box appears and it says share now. And then it will say news feed just under that. And there'll be a drop down arrow beside that. So you're going to click on that and you'll now have the option to schedule your posts. Okay, so some of you have already received that change, but I noticed this morning that there were some business pages that still don't have that feature, or the new feature of scheduling has not been applied yet. You're going to see as we continue to move forward, if you are an Instagram follower or an Instagram user, you probably use the stories that are available in there. Facebook had implemented the stories as well for our personal timelines, and they're now also on your business page, and that will be something that Facebook is going to focus more on building up, is the stories. Now, personally for me, it's not a feature that I have used. Things have defaulted and gone into my stories when I've done live videos on my personal timeline. So I'm going to assume from that Facebook does choose certain elements, especially the live videos, to go into a story type feed. Okay, but just watch for that. Facebook is going to push more and more around the Facebook stories element. If you've been using Facebook, if you are a company or maybe you are someone looking for a job, if you've been using the workplace feature or the job feature that's available both on the business page, and then there's an actual tab when you're sitting on your home tab. Now, of course, everything I'm talking about is from when you're on the computer, okay? So when you're sitting on the home tab down the left-hand side, you will find a tab there under the Explore button where you can look for potential jobs. They're going to improve on that. They have found that it has been a feature that has worked well for them, so they're going to continue to build on that and make it even better than what it already is. If you've never looked at it, go have a peek. It is actually a great place to look for different jobs. It's very detailed. You can fine-tune it to be exactly what you're looking for, so definitely check out that. You're also going to notice some different visual changes. So just how things appear, whether it be in your news feed, whether it's how your personal timeline looks. I noticed yesterday when I went on to my personal timeline on my Facebook app, so on my phone, I noticed that it visually looks different now. You're also going to see some way posts are displayed in news feeds where the visual is sitting at the top and then the words are kind of below that. Now, normally that was a feature that was available for us on our business pages when we used the Notes tab, which was a way to blog. And if you want to know more about that, just go to my business page, click on my Notes tab, and I wrote an article around what that feature is, which I think is a great benefit for all business owners to be using the Notes tab. It's like a blog kind of idea. So be sure to check that out. But the way that would go out into newsfeed is that the visual was at the top and then the words at the bottom. So it kind of stood out. It looked different than the other posts, but it looks like Facebook is changing how some of the posts are being put out into news feeds. So now everything might end up looking the same again. So that kind of sucks. You're also going to notice if you run any groups. So if you're the admin on any groups, you're going to notice a new feature that when you first go into the group, right at the top, they will have, or just under the cover photo, I apologize, they will have an option there for you to create a group chat. So this is really fantastic. I love this idea. You can create a group chat for all the members of the group to participate in. So if this is a group that you're running for yourself and for your business, and maybe you've got a big sale coming up, or you're running a contest or something within that group, why not develop a group chat to get that message out to them and have people interact that way? So be sure to watch for that. I'm not 100% sure if all the groups have been updated at this point to incorporate that. So those are some changes that have already happened in Facebook or will be happening depending on where you're sitting. Again, Facebook rolls in the changes. Some of these are great features. Some of them, I'm not even sure why. Cosmetically, why they've changed some things. I mean, my whole beef or philosophy is, if it works, why change it? Hi, Jacqueline. So you know, ultimately certain things are going to be work for you and some things aren't going to work for you, and you'll just have to readjust or relook at what it is that you're doing and how you need to modify it to incorporate some of these changes that Facebook has implemented. Okay, if you have any questions, guys, you can either comment on this post. I'll do what I can to answer you, and if I don't know the answer, I will definitely find out, or if you prefer, you can send me a private message. Okay, so have an awesome day, guys, and I will talk to you later. Hi, Beth. All right, guys, have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.